you gotta be strong, man. It is not an easy thing to get out of your situation. The difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who ends up as just like another statistic, another number, is whether or not they have the drive to make a change on that. I saw this video. It's a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a little while, but I just never had like the right opening to talk about it. And like I wanted to make like a YouTube video about it, but
whether it be our crippling culture, crumbling cities, or chaotic crime, we need to reevaluate what's going on within the black community, because honestly, I feel like the solution is right in front of us. Let me tell you, growing up as a black man in America has been very interesting. From hating my skin and my hair, to loving who I am today, and from hating this country with a burning passion, to traveling abroad and understanding why people immigrate here in the first place, I've learned
so far I agree with most of what he said.
a lot. And as I've grown and listened to the perspectives of black people on the left, the right, and everywhere in between, I found some interesting overlaps that I want to talk about.
Whoa, what did that say? I can't read that fast. Sorry.
Everywhere
I'm dyslexic.
I found some interesting overlaps that I want to talk about.
The most concerning things about the black community. Okay.
Video after video from murders to vandalism.
Most of those are young black victims of homicide. 72 people were shot in one weekend.
Before we dive into this video, I want to thank today's sponsor, Aura.
Nobody cares about your sponsor, bro.
2 hours later.
Police brutality. Listen, I'm not here to tell you that all police are amazing and nothing bad ever happens to the black community. What I am here to do is to share with you a new perspective. Does police brutality matter? Yes. Do cops get away with police brutality? Yes. Do you want to strive to get to a place where police brutality is reaching all-time new lows? Yes. I'm all for the changes and initiatives, but we need to get realistic with how bad the problem already is. Because what's frustrating to me is that we have a ton of black people who genuinely think that there are thousands of young black men getting shot and killed by the police every year.
I want to say it's thousands, but I mean, one is too many, right?
Know how many unarmed black men were killed by police last year?
I know people.
To guess, what would you say?
Over 1,000?
Over 1,000?
I say a good, probably 1,400.
1,400?
Too many to count, probably.
And that's just not.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd probably say like 30. Oh, 12. I was off too.
And I'm well aware this is a little bit of a different scenario, but I bring this up to show perspective. What's crazy is that in 2022, while 12 unarmed black men were shot by police, 19 people were struck by lightning and died. That's how rare this is. There are more people routinely getting struck by lightning.
Well, okay, I don't think that people, when they complain about, I know that like police brutality and like unarmed black people getting shot is like the thing that stands out the most and people talk about the most. But when people, especially black people, are complaining about police, I don't think that they're usually talking about like the worst case scenario, like dying to police. I think that for the most part, a lot of the complaints kind of stem from like general treatment. Because I wonder what would happen. So 12 people.
Oh, I did not mean to join randomly.
Oh, you're good, dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. I'm actually. Oof. I don't know if you want to jump that head first into this heavy topic. I'm talking about.
I'll jump first anywhere.
Okay, we're talking about black people. Black people. Yeah, and I found this video about this dude. I saw like the first like 10 seconds of it. It's this dude talking about like the most concerning things about the black community. And I'm curious to see what he says. And I was just talking about like because he was saying that because here, let me go back and rewind. Are you looking at my stream?
No, I went and clicked. Okay, I'm gonna be very. I clicked your invite. I didn't see it said join voice. I thought it was for the.
Oh, I thought it was for the server too. I didn't think it was for the.
No, it was for the voice.
Oh, oops. See, I'm an old man. Okay. Okay, so let me go back like 2 seconds. So he asked these guys. You're gonna see probably soon. He asked these guys, and they said the guy was like, "How many unarmed black people do you think died last year to police brutality, and these guys were like saying like thousands. This guy was like what did he say? He's like 1,400. Those said 1,000. Another guy was like too many. It was actually 12. And
Yeah.
yeah, and apparently it's like less likely to die unarmed, or as an unarmed black person die to the police, um, as it is to get struck by lightning. So your chances are like higher to like get struck by lightning or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like because last year there was 12 unarmed victims that died by police, and then also in the same year there were 19 fatalities from lightning strikes. But like the thing is though, like, and what I was saying is that I don't think so. When when people ask a question like how many unarmed black people like died to police or whatever, I think that like mentally they're inflating the number. Excuse me, because of well, for one, just like how like noteworthy a death is. So like if you hear even like one or two people dying by police, and then there's like media outrage for months at a time for those people, in your head it's gonna seem larger than just one or two people dying. So I think that plays into it, as well as like people lumping in other non-fatal interactions with police, because I think like as a black person, if you consider like getting pulled over and being treated poorly or like being profiled and all that stuff, I think that might play into what like why their answer is like so like off. But so far what this guy is saying is I'm on board with. I don't think anything he said was wrong. I wonder if I can stream here. I think I could probably stream my screen in Discord so you can see it.
So let me say a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would probably agree to, yeah, I think it might be like gun violence and like, police like murder rates are a little blown out of proportion now. Maybe a few years ago it was probably bigger, but with the advent of like people carrying a whole lot more watch and stuff, it's probably petered down lower, and I think that was always the
Yeah.
people wanted anyway, obviously.
Yeah. I think that yeah, like stats and public perception don't always align properly. I think yeah, the stats can go down, but it's gonna take a while for people to. But so far, what I've seen in the video is, yeah, can't disagree with anything.
19 people were struck by lightning and died. That's how rare this is. There are more people routinely getting struck by lightning and dying than black unarmed people are being shot by the police. And yet, even though we have these numbers, you have people blocking traffic and saying all cops are bad, when in reality, you're more likely to be in danger walking down the street in the hood than to be dealing with any white cop at all. And that's just the truth.
All right. I do have something to say on that, though. I don't think... So he's saying... Okay, I just want to like summarize what he's saying. He's basically saying that like people are outraged about unarmed black people dying to police when that's super rare because more people are struck by lightning, and people still react, or I guess overreact, to the few unarmed people dying by police. I think on the surface that makes a ton of sense, but I don't think that people, when they block the streets and when they get into this outrage or whatever, I don't think that they're actually fighting and protesting like strictly deaths. I think it's a larger picture. I think that what people get upset about is like what I was alluding to earlier, is like the general mistreatment that minorities feel with police, and the death is just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, so like you'll never get a statistic down to zero, especially with the prevalence of the police, right? So
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever see a zero, but the fact that police oftentimes get into positions where they're doing something wrong, and then nowadays it's recorded. It's constantly recorded.
Yeah.
So, the fact that we can see police doing not nice things and then also killing, people for unjust reasons, like, I mean, there's a clear reason why people have this sentiment. Like, it's not made up.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it does give me it does make me think about something, because when you say it, we'll never see it be zero, that's like facts. Like you'll never see with how many police there are and just how many situations and whatever, there's always going to be one-offs. There's always going to be shit going on. I wonder what the conversation would look like if we asked, like, how much is too much? Because, like, there's got to be an acceptable level of police fucketry, right? Because
Yeah, true.
so, like, at what point can we say, okay, that's a reasonable level? Only one person died, or like, I only got profiled one time this year. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
I get what you're saying.
yeah. Because I feel like most people would probably say, well, it's never okay. It's never okay to profile. It's never okay to have unarmed people die. It's never okay for this shit or whatever. But, like, at the same time, if we're always, like, we're going to be outraged until that number is 0, we're going to be outraged forever because there's just there are way too many variables.
Yeah, there is, like, there's
Hey, Mythic Mind. What's up, homie?
yeah, I think there's always gonna be something. Okay, like, can I bring something up a little, like really contentious?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for it.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that how do I phrase this? So, have you ever seen To Catch a Predator?
Yeah.
Okay, so those people, like the watchdog groups that like catfish and all that stuff, um, that's a never-ending battle. There's always going to be a creep that's always going to try to touch a kid, okay? Like, if I go too far, tell me to cut off.
Yeah. I'm on, just so you know, I'm on Twitch and YouTube, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything TOS.
Not too crazy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's always going to be exploited on the internet. Always. It's a losing battle if you're trying to get that statistic to 0. But instead, what people should worry about is mitigating that. As long as you're getting the number as low as it can be, like 12 people murdered, that is an incredibly low statistic.
Yeah.
That is really good. I mean, yeah, it sucks 12 people died, but you're never going to hit that 0.
Yeah, exactly.
So, same thing with the people that, catfish and all that stuff. As long as what you're trying to do is mitigate and get it as low as possible, that's a battle you can
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's like the problem though, is it like, cuz I agree, it's like it's never going to be 0. There's always going to be shit going on. And then yeah, it's just like, how do you convince people that are outraged about, police brutality or pedo stuff or whatever? How do you convince them that, like, this is no longer an issue? You don't have to, like, be, go crazy over this anymore because, like, these are, like, really low numbers. Like, you could chill out now. You know what I mean?
Actually, I will say, I think you need those crazy people or the number would get high again.
So it's like a necessary. Okay. So we're kind of looping. It's like, yo, the numbers are low, so like you should chill. But at the same time, if you chill, the numbers will go up. So like you should not chill. But like you're making a big deal out of nothing. But like you have to make a big deal out of it, otherwise it'll become something.
Listen, maybe. Okay, so I'm not here. I'm gonna use another I'm comparing again. Okay, so I'm not an anarchist, but I think anarchists are pretty important to the system because you always need something that fights against it or the system goes too far. You know what I'm saying?
But does it have to be the extreme though? Can't like regular people?
Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be the extreme. Which I don't like how this guy in the video is phrasing like people are blocking the streets and saying ACAB. Yeah, it's like 1% of the population.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's not the majority.
Yeah, no, most people just like when they see a cop doing a shitty thing because he's in a place of power, they call it out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll have like those people that'll, block the highways and be a nuisance, but that's always going to be a thing. Always.
Like, I don't know. I'm having a hard time because, like, on one hand, I think that people should exercise their First Amendment right when they have an issue with the government or whatever it is, But at the same time, it's tough because as much as how do I sound this? How do I say this without sounding like anti-black? I understand the protest. I get the need. I understand when it's applicable. It totally makes sense. But like, there are times where people get all up in arms, and they're like, an unarmed black person died, and then when the full story comes out, it's like, ooh, this dude was like, reaching for the police's gun or like whatever, you know what I mean? And so like on one hand, I'm like, yeah, like, you probably, if we see some like fucked up shit that the police are doing, we should like raise our voices or whatever, because like that's the thing that's going to stop people from doing it again. But at the same time, it's like we have to be very careful when we do it, because if we do it every time, even when it's not like, like when the person definitely does, okay, nobody deserves to die, but when it's like reasonable, right? Like if a police was like protecting him, a police officer was protecting himself, it's like I don't, because then we like lose our power.
Like, yeah, true. You shouldn't. Sorry if I made myself sound like I was saying attack the police all the time. No, definitely.
No. I didn't think you were saying that. I just wanted to like,
Okay.
yeah, because I'm kind of torn. It's a very thin line to walk, and you kind of have to be careful when you're navigating that world. And I feel like on an individual level, it's easy to be like, yeah, okay, chill out, look at the facts first, whatever. But when we're talking about like, thousands of Americans who are upset about something, it's really hard for them to like listen to reason. It's really hard to expect like, yeah, like for like a reasonable take with a mob, if that makes any sense. But
And also, I think media literacy is far more important than people think.
oh yeah, dude. I mean today it's just like where people get their news from like like Twitter infographics or like Instagram infographics and shit like that, or like headlines.
I always hear people talk about like crazy shit. I'm like, where did you learn this? Oh, TikTok, bruh.
Yeah. It's like I found out that one in every woman is sexually assaulted, or like like 50 times in their lifetime. It's like, where'd you see that? A Facebook post. It's like, okay, well, All right, let's see what else this dude has to say. Are you looking at it on in Discord? Okay. All right, cool.
We need police in our communities, but this is how we treat them.
That's not fair.
And by no
That's
means-
not fair. You can't.
See, but does he think every like black kid is doing this?
Yeah, like what is that? Bro, I knew when I watched the first 10 seconds, I was like, I'm going to have something to say about this. This dude says we need police in our neighborhoods, but this is how we treat them. When he says he's meaning black people, and he's talking about like some
Black people as a whole.
like, what is this video?
But this is how we treat them.
What? Dude. Okay, you know what's funny? This dude says like, oh man, you shouldn't be upset about black people dying unarmed because it's like 12 people less likely to get struck by lightning. How likely is it for a cop to encounter a fucking some little kid wearing only underwear in the middle of the street telling him to shut up? Especially like whatever neighborhood this is clearly like, yeah, like a poor neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
And police are probably not held in the highest regard in these neighborhoods. And like,
Exactly.
yeah, like what the and then he's like, yeah, you're the odds of dying by a cop are, really low. But then you show something that's like really also very low chance that, yeah, whatever. It's not good.
And I hate when people do this too, because they like, a lot of people like to take out of context things and be like, well, what about this?
Yep, and I hate it when it's like a black dude doing it, because obviously I know we're not a monolith, but like the certain types of people will see this black dude is saying it too. That means that my opinion, or that all black people are the same, is accurate. Like, all right, let's see what else this dude has to say. This is not looking good. He can redeem himself, okay? He can. Let's see what he's got. He
understand why they feel the way they feel. I understand why a lot of black people despise the police, and our youth is being raised to just not respect them. I hated America to its core because of the false narratives that the media was pushing. I felt like I had a target on my back and that the police hated me just because I was black. And when you're being told that an entire group of people who serves the government, who's supposed to be protecting me, actually hates me and wants to kill me, that really messes with one's mental health. I mean, hell, the media wouldn't dare show you footage of our troops overseas getting shot and killed on TV, but what they will show you is black people getting killed on live TV. It's actually messed up how much the media is playing with our minds and society as a whole.
Okay, I will say that the media does kind of help make like push the outrage, because I hate to sound like Hassan, but like it kind of comes back to capitalism in a way. They're just showing what's gonna make money, right? They're showing what's gonna make numbers, and like obviously like, you know, showing like unarmed black people dying is gonna like get them the most views and get the most clicks and the most article shares and whatever else. I think he might be confusing like media as a whole with like what he personally sees on his feed. A lot of people do that. A lot of people will like get their like curated feeds like presented to them from like TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is, and they go, "This is the media." Like, this is what everyone sees. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does have like, yeah, some degree of like being controlled by his audience.
Yeah.
Truly, I just wish more people, specifically black people, looked at the data for what it is. Again, I'm not saying all police are amazing and nothing bad ever happened.
You gotta be careful with that look at the data thing, because like the data is only the what, it's not the why. And a lot of times people are upset by the why as opposed to the what, right? So, and a lot of things can't be seen through like quote unquote data. You can't like, it's quantitative data, not qualitative, and qualitative is what causes the issue. So like, I'm not saying that like I'm pretty much on his side as far as like things not being as bad as they seem. I totally agree with that. Like a lot of people would think that like, yeah, like if you're black in America, you'll walk outside and just like get shot by a cop or something like that. Not true. Okay, like most of my encounters with police have been, you know, pretty okay to good even. And I've had my fair share of like, you know, profiling and discrimination and whatever else, but like I wouldn't even say that it's like common enough to like say all cops are bad and all this BS. So like I see what he's saying, but at the same time though, I genuinely hate the argument where people are like, well, look at the numbers, look at the stats. It's like, okay, the stats tell you what happened. Like if it says like 12 unarmed, I'm not saying that it's any different, but if it says like there's 12 unarmed black people died by police last year, it's only 12. Look at the numbers. It's like, okay, that's cool, right? But then like how many black people were like injured by cops but not killed, or how many black people were like pulled over for no reason, or like profiled, or like whatever, which is the qualitative thing that like causes black people to like perceive cops as bad. And like, you know, I think that like, because the average person doesn't interact with a police officer like hardly ever really, like unless you're calling the police because of an emergency or you're getting stopped for like some sort of crime or whatever, like a regular person interacting with police in general is already rare. So like if you have, let's just say for example, you interact with police 3 times a year maybe, and if one of those 3 times per year is like a negative experience, it's gonna make you feel like every cop experience or everything is like bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like the look at the stats, look at the numbers. I think it's like it's important to look at that to like really conceptualize or like understand really where your position should be. Like if you feel like, oh my God, all cops are bad, I had a bad experience, I think you should look at the stats to kind of balance out and see where you're at. But I don't think that you can just like, you know, be like, hey, shut up about your experience, okay? Look at the stats. And you go, oh, okay, only 12 black people died last year? Oh, okay, getting profiled earlier wasn't that bad then. Never mind. Like, I just hate the kind of, and I guarantee you, at some point in this video, if I can read this dude properly, he's going to say, who's, you know, what is it, like 14% of the population, but half the crime, or whatever that number is. I bet you, it seems like he's going down that route, but I fingers fucking crossed he doesn't do that. Okay, here we go.
Like, compared to how our reaction is, it doesn't really match what's going on. Community crime rates.
Studies, statistics, and surveys all say that black drivers are far more likely to be pulled over than white ones. They're also more likely to have guns pointed at them by police, to be detained, handcuffed, searched, and arrested.
The harsh reality is yes, this is all true, but damn, let's take a look at our community as a whole. Who is making up most of the crime? Who is making up most of the robberies?
No shot.
That people that look like me, black men, make up roughly 6-7% of the
No shot.
but commit nearly 50%.
No shot. He fucking did it. It was literally, it took 3 seconds. What? jeez. Like, yeah, like I didn't think it was gonna happen that quickly. I'm like, he might get to it or beat around the, but nope, right away. Ah, dude, I could be wrong on this, and I don't know how to verify this or not. But I feel like that stat comes from arrests and not convictions. Let me check this out. Okay, because I feel like I looked this up before. What would I do? Like violent crime statistics. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Yeah, total black people 1.8 million. Wait a minute. Arrests for this says that white people are 4.7 million. That doesn't make any sense. For arrests for is this violent crimes? This is violent crimes, right? Or is it just arrests in general? Maybe this is just arrests in general. Arrests under 18. Arrests over 18. I thought I typed up violent crime. Did I not type up violent crime? Yeah, I did look up violent crime. I don't know if it's true or not, but I remember I was looking one time and thought that it said that it was counting arrests and not convictions. And like when you looked at convictions, that it, like the number was like way different, but I could be wrong.
And robberies. We talk all day about being the.
Oh wait, here he's got. What is this from? So homicide, black, robbery, black. Also, I mean, I don't know if it makes it any better. There's like a lot of gang issues, and a lot of like gangs are like shooting each other. I know that's still bad, but I don't like the framing where it's like, oh, look at all these crimes done like on America, like on American people, like. You know, like black people just running around terrorizing each other. When really it's just like, yeah, it's tough because, you know, from my perspective as a black person, I think that, and I don't speak for all black people, just to make that clear, but I do think that the culture does play a huge role in like why a lot of black people are kind of held back. But I don't think it's necessarily black culture. I think it's more like poor culture. It's tough, man. Yeah. And it just like what you were saying too, that slippery slope. It's like oh, 14%, but 50% of the fucking crime. It's like, okay, what do you? So what do you do with that information? Like that means that yeah, it's tough. I can understand people are saying like, yo, 14%, but 50%, yo, that means we need to do something to help these guys. But usually it's like, you know, that makes it okay.
Down harder.
Yeah.
Like that's what it always.
Yeah. All right, let's see. But like, hold on, we're judging, right? Maybe he's gonna say something positive.
Yeah, maybe he'll wrap it up early.
Yeah, it could be doing the old you know, what's a compliment sandwich thing where you say the bad thing and the good thing. So he could be taking this a good direction. Let's see.
The minority, but we make up majority of the most heinous acts of our society. We need to take accountability.
Oh no! I don't care about Gaza. Sorry, that was mean.
This year alone, then white cops have killed black people in the past 10 years. Yet I'm supposed to be sitting up here crying about the white man and hating police. It doesn't make sense.
Oh my God.
Listen, and then they're gonna say, oh, well, bringing up black on black crime is deflecting. No, it's just a harsh reality. I'm addressing it for what it is. Takeoff, PNB Rock, Young Dolph, King Von, Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, X.
This is a perfect example of what we were just talking about. All of these dudes died due to gang violence, which is like a poor community kind of thing. Like poor people doing poor shit. It's just that like a lot of black people are poor. Yeah.
But these rappers dead, and by who? Black people.
I don't like the way he just said that. Here's the thing about Vaughn, bro. His music, sick. Storytelling, sick. I love it. But if he really killed that many people, that dude's a fucking serial killer, bro. That's not. That's kind of messed up. I don't want to glorify that. You know what I mean? Nah, he killed a lot of. Yeah, bro. It's like his music was. I liked his music. I just wish he didn't like murder so many people, because it's kind of pushing us back a little bit. That's literally like, I'm not trying to blame, you know, King Von on, like, he's a product of his environment, so obviously, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But like, yeah, it's a lot of that stuff that kind of makes dudes like this, you know what I'm saying? He's like, look at his face. He just said black people, and that's the face he made. I don't like that follow up, okay? But
and then like you gotta imagine like, okay, who's watching this and agreeing like, yeah,
right.
And mic drop black people. Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, and then he makes this face, dude. Don't ever make that face, okay? I don't like that. You can make that face for other things, but don't say black people and then make that face, because that does not make you look good, sir. I just want to, don't do that. You never did no bad shit? Yeah, I mean, I've done bad shit. I've never killed anybody. Bro looks racist. Yeah, doesn't he? He does. I mean, I don't want to say he's racist just because he's being critical of black people, but he's giving me racist vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to comment on his voice, but it is.
Right. You never did no bad shit? No, I have done bad shit. Obviously, just like I'm a regular human, but I'm not like I haven't like killed anybody, dog. He looks like Lil Nas X. Yeah, if you like gave him a fucking haircut and made him like less cool, I guess. I don't think black people should stop doing bad stuff. I think we should just stop killing each other. We should like, give each other hugs and like help each other up. You know what I'm saying? Find the nearest black person and give him a hug. And maybe we can stop the violence, stop the hate. My name is Kreaux, and I approve this message. All right, let's see what else this dude got to say.
Where's the line between being racist versus looking at the data for what it is?
Oh my God.
It sucks being profiled. It really does. But we haven't taken into account how the people who look like me act in our society. We're out here.
What do you mean?
We don't even respect ourselves. Community behavior.
Oh my God. Okay, dude.
Hundreds of teens flooding into downtown Chicago.
Yeah, this is terrible. I can't defend this.
To get into Millennium Park, prompting a major police response. Within the past few minutes, shots were fired near the corner of Madison and Michigan.
This is how we're acting now? Really?
No random niggas. Why bro acting like that though? I have no clue. I don't want to be that guy that says that like, oh, he has internalized racism and all that bullshit or whatever. Cause like, it's tough. Cause a lot of the things he's saying is like true, right? Like in the black community, there is a gang like violence problem. There are things like what he just showed with the looting and all that shit. That's an issue. He's not wrong, but he's just like saying it in like the worst possible way. Nah, but look at that nigga face. Hey, why you roasting this dude? Let him be, okay? We don't have to agree with him.
Slap the label
But he do look goofy though, I ain't gonna lie.
all the time of being rude, ghetto, entitled.
Why is he talking like that for real? Rude, ghetto. Bro, chill out, okay? You don't have to do this, okay? You don't have to be this way, okay? Jesus.
Loud, thieves, thugs. The list goes on, but look at us. Are they?
Why is he acting like, all right, I'm tripping. Am I tripping? He act like he be hugging. I guarantee you he does, bro. Oh, shit.
Honest conversation, are they wrong? Hell, these lootings and team takeovers nonstop. Who is doing it? Who is doing it? Look at the videos. Look at all across the United States. Who is doing it? Obviously, I'm not in the crowd.
Bro, you gotta relax with that. It's true. We should stop. Like we should talk about that. But dude, you sound bad. Probably got beat up and now he's mad. Facts. The condescension. Right, bro. He's so condescending about it, bro. It's like, how do you expect anybody to take your content serious? Especially when you're talking about a very touchy subject like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's already kind of dicey to try to like critique a race of people. So you got to be real careful. But he's doing who's doing it though? They're calling us thugs and gangbangers and all this, but are they wrong? Look at the video. It's all y'all. Like, bro, come on, man. You're not gonna get the only fans this dude is gonna get is just racist white people, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Or maybe not just racist white people, racist people in general. Let's not say that. It can only be white people. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about, okay? This dude is not helping. If his goal is to help the black community, you got to do it better. He looked like he's sucking dicks without permission. That's all he did. Why did you have to add in the without permission, bro? Jesus Christ. Hey, just for the record, there's nothing wrong with being gay. All right, just for the record. Okay, I support gay people. Okay. It's too bad he's making content for people that agree with him instead of trying to change minds. He a thug now. Hey, Ricky, that's true as shit, dude. Like, that is like he's doing more harm than good. Like when you really look at like what he's doing, he's just like he's confirming people who agree with he's confirming their bias, and then he's also like making people who should be agreeing with him or like people he should be like trying to convince, he's making them distance themselves further from him because he's so condescending and like being such an asshole about it. But what is he trying to change though? I believe what he's trying to change is like in real life, in the world, in real life, there are some issues in the black community. I think we all know that, right? There's like the gang violence. There's the fucking, the music is perpetuating, like, bad culture, pill popping, shit like that. I think, because nothing going to change. I mean, I think you're probably right on that, unfortunately. But I think that nothing will change if we have that attitude also. I think it's an uphill battle. I think we could make a change. I think we could do a little bit better, but it's gonna take a miracle. But this dude, what he's trying to do, is not working out because he's showing videos like this and he's like, yo, look at this, look at that. We need to stop this. You guys are fucking garbage. But Mexicans be killing each other too. It's not just niggas. No, that's true, and they should stop also. I think all people should, stop killing each other and stop doing crimes against each other or whatever. I think it's just like more imperative for us. It's a bigger deal for us because we have the most, like, think about it. If you think about, but it's not going to happen because you can't stop that. I don't know if I would say you can't stop that. I would say it's really hard to stop that. Because, like, look at, you can't. I don't know if I can't agree with that, dog. I think it's possible. It's just really hard. Okay, I think it's really hard. It's like saying that, like, I don't know, you can't learn how to backflip in a day. It's really probably super hard, but it's not like impossible. And like so long as there's like hope, I would like to have the hope. You know what I mean? Because like I gotta live in this world, you gotta live in this world, our kids gotta live in this world. You know what I'm saying? And as it stands right now, with everybody in America kind of looking at black people like, ugh, is he one of those black people or is he a cool one? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to live in a world like that. I don't want my kids to live in a world like that. You know what I'm saying? But tell them that is not right, because niggas gonna laugh at you. What do you mean? What do you mean they're gonna laugh at you? Like if you try to tell them like to stop gangbanging and stop doing all that shit? Because like if they laugh, man. But it's how it works. They ain't gonna take you serious. Yeah, but for every 10 people that don't take you serious, you know what I'm saying? Like the goal is to like sow seeds of doubt. And if enough people like for example, right? One of the best ways to make a change is to like clown people for that. If that makes any sense, right? So like if enough people, like if gangbanging became corny and lame, right? If enough people were kind of like, man, you gangbang, bro. How old are you? What are you on, bro? Like, we don't do that shit no more, whatever. You know, like if enough people were saying the same thing to him, like I could say it. Hey, y'all should stop. This dude could say in his fuck ass, his fucked up way. He could say it. It might not make an impact, but if you said it, right? If your friend said it, my friends, if a lot of people said it over and over, it might make a change over time. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but they ain't going to change their minds like out of nowhere. No, it ain't going to be out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I could say anything that's going to make anybody change their mind about how they feel. It's going to have to be something that like a lot of people push for. And if I had that mindset, right? If I'm like, man, nobody's ever going to change their mind. It's never going to work. No one's going to, whatever. And I don't do nothing, then it's just going to be true. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nobody will change their mind. But if I was like, you know what? I'll do whatever I can. I'll say this. I'll say we got to stop shooting each other. We got to stop doing this. We got to stop doing that. I'll say it. And if let's say, you watching this shit, you go, hey man, you know what? Kreaux is actually saying something right now. Crow's kind of spitting. I feel that way too. I'm going to start saying it too. Now there's two of us saying it. And then, you get what I'm saying. It starts to kind of spread, and then we all kind of push towards something. So it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight. A lot of niggas that bang and all that shit are not going to change their minds. You're right. I agree with you, But like, if enough people You gotta take a lot. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of time. But it's like, what's the alternative? You know what I'm saying? Like, just be okay with it. Like, just be like, you know what, fuck it. Black people are just gonna be on bullshit forever. Nothing is the alternative. Well, at that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's either we try a little bit by little bit, or we just kind of give up and be like, hey, black people are gonna be on bullshit forever. We can't help it, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like I get what this dude's overall like idea is or what he's trying, but God, he's doing it in the worst possible way. It's not like this dude is being condescending. He's being an asshole, bro. He's like, it's not cool how he's doing it. But I'm hoping that he can pull it together at some point.
The plethora of black people who are not in the crowd. But when we look at the consensus of all these crimes and heinous acts, it's not looking cute for black people. We're already such a small...
Did he just say it's not looking cute for black people? I think you're right, bro. I think he do be hugging random niggas, bro.
society, but for some reason when we get together it's always trouble.
The city of Miami Beach declared a state.
Told you? Yeah. I think you're right, bro.
Start to spring break. 2 fatal shootings and some out of control crowds also forced the city to impose overnight curfews. This is the 3rd year in a row.
Hold on. You can't blame all of Miami Beach spring break on black people. That's not fair. It's all of Miami Beach spring break. A lot of mad different people be coming together for that. A lot of different people coming together for that.
Emergency measures to control a surge in visitors.
It just blows my mind. It's like a meme. Like when black folk get together, none of us know how to act. It's the
bro. All right, this dude is bugging, bro. Hey, but bro, I lost a lot of people, but you can't change that shit for. That's what. Hey, look, that's exactly why I think it's worth it, cause I lost a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't always this kind of. I done seen some shit. I lost some people, or whatever, and that's kind of what made me think, bro. Like, I've seen some of my closest friends go down the wrong path and end up, losing their life, or or just being bums or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being in some rough shit where they can't get out. Like, it's not cool, bro. Like, it's not going to change if nobody does nothing. I'd rather be the person that try my best before I die than the person who did nothing. It's hard for people to lose like their parents or shit, but sometimes you ain't got nothing else. That's true. You're right. No, that's 100%. And that's what I think is the hardest for. I think it's the hardest for the people who ain't got nothing, but the hood. Like, they don't got no way out. They got a shit job. Or maybe they can't get a job because they got, where am I supposed to go? Yeah, no, you're right. Because a lot of people try to say, like, oh, you got to just go to school and go get a job and go get an education and get out the hood. I'm 16. Oh, listen, if you're 16, that's good, okay? It ain't easy. No, it's not easy. Nothing in this life is easy, okay? If you're not willing to work for nothing, you're not going to make it anywhere in life. But you're 60, you have a lot of time ahead of you, okay? It's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be a simple fix, whatever. But you got a lot of time ahead of you. You got a lot of opportunity, okay? It's not too late. If you were like 30 or some shit, I might say something else. But you 16, you got time. You just gotta focus on what's right for you. That's all I'm saying. And on top of that, since you're 16, it's either play ball or make music or end up in the streets. How do I address this? Because for a long time, that was true. Especially if you live in a shit neighborhood, right? And if your school system is just trash, and if you don't really want to do school, yeah. It's not impossible though. I would say the best thing. 1 minute ad. Let's go. Oh my god. Damn, rip. That means you can't even hear me right now. I'll wait a minute before I respond to you. I'll watch this for a little bit more.
Unfortunate truth.
I got you. Can I even respond back to the fucking wait 40 seconds? Bro, all of my 1 viewers are gonna like miss out. I would say there are more options, but they're not as as like glamorous, right? Obviously, if you make it playing ball, if you make music or whatever, that's your way to becoming rich and famous and all that shit. There are other options, okay? Maybe school is not the right, I mean, there is school, right? I could say you could really focus on school, you know what I'm saying? Try to do good, get good grades, go to a good college and do all that shit. You could go that path, but I understand from experience, school isn't for everybody. Maybe you're not built for that. Maybe you're not really about that. Maybe you don't enjoy school very much, or maybe it's too hard for you. I totally get that. There's also trades, okay? So like going into like a trade school, which is a school that's gonna give you a skill like plumbing, being an electrician, being a mechanic, you know what I'm saying, being a carpenter, being a woodworker, a painter, or whatever. All these jobs that we, for one, you're gonna always need mechanics, you're gonna always need plumbers, always need electricians, you're gonna always need that shit. And these jobs they pay pretty well, and you don't have to do crazy like college degrees and all that stuff. You don't have to like spend 6 years in college and and be an intern at some company for free or whatever. You can go to a trade school. A lot of programs, a lot of government programs will pay for that for you and like push you through that for free or with like at low cost. You know what I'm saying? Using like government assistance, whatever, and you can get a good paying job and really and get out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could try, but what if you fuck up? What do you mean? What if you fuck up? What are you gonna do? Like shoot the trade instructor? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and get no job. Nah, that's the thing. If you go to a trade school, you are going to find a job. Like maybe, yeah, you're gonna find a job. They're like people need people with trades. Forklift driver, man, plumber, electrician, all these jobs. These jobs are not going nowhere, bro, and they pay well, all right. And you don't have to, like I said, spend all this extra money on college and all that shit or whatever. You can get through trade school pretty quickly. I think it's like God, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 6 months. Maybe even less than that, like 3 months or something like that, at trade school, and you get out and you got your skill. The problem is it's hard to get out of here. No, hey, like I said, bro, I know it's hard to get out. I know it's not easy. But at the end of the day, if you're black, especially black, and you're born into like a bad neighborhood where there's crime and all that shit around you, you have to work twice as hard to get half as far. Life is not fair. Okay, I'm gonna just say that off rip. It's not gonna be easy. You got to work hard as shit to get out of that. And those are some options, right? All the people around you do bad shit. I do bad shit. Here's a thing. Stop doing bad shit. Okay? I know. I understand that when all of your people around you equals no motivation for school. I get that. And that's why I was saying schools might not be for everybody. It is an option. If you because you're, like I said, it's not too late for you. If you do turn your focus to school and just try to grind that out, it is an option. It's not an easy option, but it is an option. But like I said, also there's the trade stuff. But the first thing you want to do is if you're involved in some shit you shouldn't be involved in or whatever. I totally understand if it's like, the people that you surround yourself with, they're all doing this shit, right? It's like, for me, when I was growing up, all of my friends and all of my friends' older brothers and all that shit, they were banging, they were like doing drugs, they were doing this and that or whatever. And like, you kind of got to fit in. So you do it because everybody else is doing it. And like, if you don't do it, they call you names like, oh, you soft, or you a bitch, or oh, don't be a pussy and all this shit or whatever. And like, you kind of feel like, well, damn, if I don't do it, like, I'm not going to have friends and whatever, blah, blah. I get that. I was there firsthand, and it's hard. Right. And it sucks. But the thing you have to do is just say, fuck y'all, I'm not doing that. And you're going to be called corny. You're going to be called a loser. I mean, I grew up with it. Yeah, no, same. I know. I understand that. And like, it's like, there's a lot of reasons why you might get into it. You might get into it because it's like, I don't got no other options, or it's expected of me, or I just been doing this for so long, or if I don't do it, people are going to judge me, whatever. There's a lot of reasons, but I'm telling you right now, especially at a young age, you just need to choose to not do that shit. Okay. Like, don't do anything that's going to like ruin your life, especially at a young age. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't participate in any, whatever. I'm not saying be a complete square and just like sit at the crib and like do homework all the time. You got to get that right mindset though. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, like I said, it's going to be hard. It ain't going to be easy, right? But that's what you got to do. I remember when I was coming up, I was surrounded by that shit every day, man. I grew up in the most stereotypical way. Poor, you know what I'm saying? Gunshots, gangs, violence. Niggas was, we wasn't eating. We had no food. You know what I'm saying? All my friends was banging and shit. Like, all my friends was just, getting into some bad shit or whatever. And like, for a little while, I was doing the same thing too, because I'm like, all right, well, everybody around me is doing it. I don't want to be looked at. I don't want to be corny. I want to have friends. I want to whatever. But at a certain point, there was just, I don't want to get into too much detail, but like there was just some shit that people were like, hey, we're about to go do this. We're about to get into that, whatever. And at a certain point, I was like, bro, I don't want to do that. I'm not about that. They go, oh, you corny. Oh, you this. Oh, you that, whatever. I don't care, man. And I look back and it's like, bro, everybody I ran with before they're either dead or they're on drugs or whatever. Look, I lost my fam and shit, but I never thought about getting the right mindset. Bro, I'm telling you, you gotta be strong, man. It is not an easy thing to get out of your situation. And bad shit happens, right? But the difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who ends up as just like another statistic, another number, is whether or not they have the drive to make a change on that. Because, we think in the hood's going to get you through life and shit and make you rich. No, it's a hard topic, though. Yeah. No, man. That's a lie they selling you, dog. You're not going to get anywhere doing hood shit, no matter what route you go. It's not going to work out for you. And even if you do end up being one of the few successful niggas that get rich doing hood shit, it's not sustainable. You can't retire off that. It's gonna come back and get you. You're gonna get too old. It's not sustainable, dog. For the best thing to do, like I said, the best thing to do, go to a trade school, switch up your mindset and get and work on your way to get out of there. You don't want to end up, in a similar spot, bro. You have an opportunity. You're young enough, and from talking to you, you're smart enough to know that this ain't the way. That's the most important thing. You got time, and you got the smarts to know that something needs to change. All right, I'm sick of looking at this dude's face. I'm gonna let's see what else. This dude is pissing me off. We're gonna see what else he got to say. Okay.
For this behavior. It's a complete lack of structure within the black community and the homes we're being raised in. We've got deadbeat dads that are not around, including myself, and then we have emotionally unavailable mothers who are too busy working trying to provide to the child.
LMAO.
Even raise it. The audience.
But I got what you were saying. Yeah, man. If I've done anything tonight, I can't be bothered to. Oh, get the fuck out! You in a hurry? Dude, just click a button, dude. Jesus Christ! Existential debate: is life worth it? Yeah. No, Bloodhound dog. Yeah, just take what I said. If if what I said mattered at all or made any change, I hope you can believe in yourself like I believe in you. Okay, buddy? Because I really do. We gonna see. Hey, I'm here for you. You got the Discord. You want to chat? I'm here for you, dog. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kids in the schools listening to all these rappers and horrible music. Little boys looking at the people like Blueface who's performing in high schools.
No way, Blueface performed at a high school? I don't know if that's like more sad for Blueface or the high school. Like, what the fuck?
And looking at the rappers like Future, who Juice WRLD accredits his fatal.
Lil Nas X 2.0 would call you cute. Facts. I am cute though.
You always had issues with drugs even before you started to get famous, and
all right. So what he's talking about right now is kind of facts. I don't even know how I feel about it, to be honest. But like rap music, it does kind of push some fucked up shit. It kind of does. It kind of does, man. I don't know how I feel about it, because on one hand, I love me some rap music. I like to rap along to stabbing and killing and all that shit. But at the same time, the people who rap this shit, they're not joking. Rap music get you rich, but could kill you. Yes, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like the people who rap are not kidding. This is real life shit for them. Hence, you know, Vaughn, Pop Smoke, P&B Rock, all these people who died. Like, it's not a joke. But damn, bro. Like my nigga Vaughn. Yeah, bro, hold up. Tell me, hold on. Tell me, bro, that you don't get hype when you hear this shit. Oh yeah, by the way, peep the SoundCloud. I make music too. Okay, that's me. I'm on SoundCloud. Check it out. It's not good, but hey, at least it's my music. All right, but look, listen to this and tell me you don't get hype, okay? You looking for beats? I make beats, dog, okay? Come on! All right. Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit's hard, bro. But at the same time, though, man, like when you listen to rap music, it's like, you know, they're talking about like any King Von song. It's like, hey, just got some top from this, you know, whatever. But then it's like when you hear what he's saying, it's like, oh, killing people and shit like that. He's not even joking. This is real. This is real life. It's kind of, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Even Juice WRLD, yeah, I think he's about to talk about Vaughn was real. Yeah, he was not. That's what I'm saying. His shit was not a joke. Everything he was talking about was factual. Bro was a serial killer. Okay, but even Juice, man, Juice from Chicago too, I think. And he died overdosing on pills. And they gave money away out here. Oh, he did? That's cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Juice died because of an overdose. Yeah.
Low key due to music, cause like I was a music head, so like in 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm hearing songs about sipping lean. Those are like the real influential years. I feel like.
And then on the flip side,
right,
girls looking up to people like.
He from here? Yeah.
Who raps about the color of her genitalia.
I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds, my coochie pink, my booty.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Just because there are some black rappers that say shit like this doesn't mean that this is like a systemic black thing, okay? I'm pretty sure there are rappers of all races and what. Even Cardi B, bro. Cardi B's not black. And Cardi B said she's the one who made WAP or whatever. That's like a sexual song, and she's not black. So like, what the fuck? This nigga trying to be racist. Yeah, he is trying to be racist, bro. I was really trying to give him a chance, bro. Like, hear what he's talking about. But like, yes, okay, this is a shitty song, but like, so what? It's adult music, all right? If you are an adult, maybe you want to hear that shit. I don't know. And plus, like I said, like other people make music like that too, so who cares?
And women like Cardi B, the one who made WAP.
Yeah, exactly. Cardi B is not black, bro. Cardi B is like Mexican or what is she like? She's Dominican or something, or Puerto Rican or something. One of those Ecans. One of those.
Yeah, her who's getting brand deals from Baby Shark.
Got here by doing things my own Sharky B way.
What? Cardi B being on Nickelodeon as a shark is crazy though. But she's not black, so I don't know what he's getting at.
Like, our behavior has gotten to the corporations are fleeing the neighborhoods.
Target announced today that it's closing 9 stores in major cities next month because of theft and retail crime.
First, a developing story. Walmart announced today it is closing 4 locations throughout the city.
Walmart even said,
bro, oh my God. Okay, this dude needs to understand the difference between poor and black, because I think he's conflating those two things. He keeps on, like, he's pointing to these things that, like, are poor things, but he keeps pointing at things that are just like poor people things. He's like, oh yeah, like fucking Walmart is closing their stores in like poor neighborhoods, so that's a black people problem. It's a poor thing, okay? Well, what he's saying right now is kind of bothering me because he's talking about let me go back a little bit. If I understand correctly, what he's saying is like, look, oh, black people, you guys suck because these corporations are pulling their stores out of your neighborhoods, and it's like these are poor neighborhoods. Black and poor are not the same thing, sir, okay?
Where even corporations are fleeing the neighborhoods.
Target announced today that it's closing 9 stores in major cities next month because of theft and organized retail crime.
First, a developing story. Walmart announced today it is closing 4 locations throughout the city.
Walmart even said this in a statement. They said, the simplest explanation is that collectively our Chicago stores have not been profitable since we opened the first one nearly 17 years ago.
Bro, collectively, the Chicago stores. I'm sorry, is Chicago just black? Because last time I checked, Chicago, like downtown Chicago and like there's a lot of white people that live in Chicago. I don't know what he be saying is low key weird. The rich areas are white. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like especially like like the nice neighborhoods. There's a lot of white people in Chicago. Okay, especially like the downtown kind of areas, or what is that shit called? Oh my god, I was just over there, bro. I was just in Chicago like a month ago or a year ago. It's not like all of Chicago is just fucking black people. Why would he like attribute these like Walmart closing to? Okay, I don't know. This dude's he's reaching, whatever.
Tens of millions of dollars a year, and their annual losses nearly doubled in just the last 5 years. If I go to any Walmart in the hood, they all look like this.
Yeah, in the hood where poor people live. What the fuck do you mean?
Well, no, it's not because of racism and being in a predominantly black neighborhood. It's because the black people won't stop stealing. And
it's because of poor people, bro. Bro, this nigga, yes.
Some random excuse to just go loot and tear down the whole thing.
Dog. So this is all only black people, apparently.
Black Lives Matter. During 20...
Oh my... The way he said black... Do I want to finish this? I'm getting hot, bro. Bro wants me to shop at Gucci or what? I'm starting to get annoyed. I don't like... I'm gonna finish. I'll finish it.
2020, we saw some of the worst looting possible. And for what?
These people did this for no reason. It's not gonna bring George back here. George is in a better place than we are.
I can't lie to you. Well, he's just poisoning the well. Yeah, he is just poisoning the well. It's so bad faith. I thought this video was like this dude's attempt to, put eyes on, the black community and black issues and whatever. But like, this dude is like, it's so bad faith. Just for the record, I live in Minnesota. I remember when this shit happened. They were wilding. Okay. The riots, they were wilding, okay? DJ Pickett, yo, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Did I say that right? Yeah, it's DJ Pickett. They were wilding. They were actually kind of fucked up, okay? I don't know what happened in his life. You probably said it. What? Did you beat him up? That's it's probably your fault, bro. How was your day? My day's good, man. Thanks for asking. I'm chilling, hanging out with the squad, just watching this this black kid be fucking racist. So, how you doing though? Fuck that. Hey, I'm just saying, who knows, bro? Okay, who knows? This dude looks like he just gives dudes hugs. He probably tried to give you a hug. He probably beat him up. Who knows? Okay, nigga deserved it. I told you, Jesus. Yeah, you did. The riots though, they were really tripping out. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish I was where George was because this is ridiculous. These people are tearing up our livelihood. This is why.
Yeah, that's true. Oh shit! Into the whoa! That's a long message. Wait, what the hell? Where'd that message go? I just saw a huge message about like small businesses or whatever just like disappear like really quick. Look at his big ass forehead. Yeah. Hey, when he looks to the side, that shit is very apparent. I can't lie to you.
Black Lives Matter. The least of my concerns as a black man in America is white people. It's white people this and white people that.
What is this? What is this? Why are you doing this? Dog. Bro emoting. Alright, dude, this dude is like, he knows his audience, I guess. I don't know.
All the time for no good reason. We have.
But hey, he's not wrong. Okay, I'll Jig got boogie bombed. But he does kind of have a point, a little bit of a point. I'm gonna have good faith, okay? When he's talking about like, I just hate the way he does this shit. I fucking hate that. But he kind of has a point. Like blanketing all white people and saying that white people are the problem, white people are racist, white people this, white people that. I agree with him. It's not the move. Niggas trying to be racist. Facts. But I do agree with that one thing. It's not like you can't just point at all white people and be like, oh, all white people suck, blah, blah, whatever. Nah, dude. That's like, I hate that. And people say that you can't be racist to white people. I disagree. I think that is pretty racist. To say that like, oh, all white people are this and that, that's racist. Okay? Like, it's racist. It's not cool. We gotta stop with that shit. Okay, we should call out the racist white people when we see them and say, "Hey, you're a racist white person." But we shouldn't be blanketing all white people and saying that they're the problem, this and that, or whatever. Okay.
To do better. Black Lives Matter raised nearly $100 million in 2020, but where's the money?
True.
What has changed?
True.
What has improved? Please tell me in the comments and let me know. Hell, you look at any holiday, Labor Day in Chicago.
Wait, Chicago? Did he just say it like that for real?
In the comments and let me know. Hell, you look at any holiday, Labor Day in Chicago.
Come on, bro. There's like Chicago. He put all his stats on the gay side, I think. Jeez, dude.
32 people have been shot in Chicago over the long holiday weekend. 3 of them have been killed. One of the youngest victims of violence, a 6-year-old boy.
Like I've always said, if a white...
Yeah, I mean, he's... Okay, I fucking hate this dude. Oh, God, I hate this dude. But what he's saying is like, kind of, that's an issue. Black people, we got an issue. We got to stop killing each other, okay? Got to stop killing kids, okay? Not cool. I just hope that people in Chicago can, start to love each other a little bit more, okay?
It's hashtag Amir Odom, but if a black man shoots me, it's... And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying organizations like Black Lives Matter can't exist. I'm just saying the amount of attention they have versus the things actually impacting and affecting...
Go hug your ops, little nonsense.
In the black community, it's not matching up. Again, we want all this respect, hell even reparations, but we don't know how to act. Reparations. What happened with slavery is...
Okay, yeah, reparations is retarded. Like, if anybody's asking for reparations, I'm sorry, that's dumb. I'll die on that hill. I agree with that. But I bet he's going to say it in a way that's going to make me want to disagree with him. I guarantee that's what's going to happen, okay?
Absolutely awful. Everybody agrees with that. It was just a bad time. And we can acknowledge this history all day.
Chicago. Shit's going to be stuck in my head, bro.
Distract us from the present and the future. My ancestors' trauma cannot be healed with a check, nor do I need one.
True.
The idea of living victims getting a check and getting reparations, but we're too far gone from that. Has
True.
the government been responsible for horrible racist acts? Yes. America's not perfect, and I'm not saying they
True.
are. But
True.
we have to ask ourselves, in what world do we actually need and deserve reparations when all we're doing is tearing down our own communities? Looking objectively, culture, black community, how we act in race relations within the United States, how is money going to change anything?
Money will change things if the money is used properly. If money is used... Okay, so the idea behind reparations, obviously, to make things right for all of the, money will change it. Yeah, I agree. The thing is here, okay, if you think about reparations and the idea that like people, like you just have the government give money to black people, here you go. He's right. It's not gonna change shit. Okay, black people are gonna go spend it on whatever they're spending on. That money's gonna be gone. It's gonna whatever. I get it. However, if you take that money and you invest into these neighborhoods, if you invest that money into their schools, if you invest that money, into their like public aid programs, into like different outreach programs to like get youth off the streets, to whatever. Like if you put money into the communities, I feel like that'll make a way bigger impact than just like handing random black people checks. Okay, so I agree with him when he's talking about reparations. Could work. Yeah, I think so. Like we were talking about before, nothing is gonna change overnight. It's never gonna be like we did this one thing and now suddenly like every black person's like at the best college ever. Like it's not gonna change overnight. But I think some of the things that we can put in place would be shit like that. Putting money into schools, putting money into like the outreach programs, putting money into like, that kind of shit. Okay. So Chicago, this guy, he's kind of fucking whack, but what he's spitting is kind of, bro staring into myself. I didn't even notice that he's looking like that. Dude. All right. We got to get through this video. If we don't get through this video, I would keep pausing on like random spots where this dude is just like undressing us with his fucking eyes. Okay,
the whole reparations argument to me is a complete distraction. It will not help the atrocities that are facing the black community.
True, that's true.
Are often inflicted by ourselves instead of uplifting.
Okay, now I wouldn't go that far.
We trap ourselves in these little boxes, making sure that we keep our black card and then go about our lives.
I wouldn't go that far either. I don't think we. Oh god, dude. I hate that I disagree with so many things he's saying because I can't get through this fucking video. I don't think we put ourselves into this box or into this shit. Bro, I'm about to get a heart attack. I'm saying, dude. That nigga, bro, it's I don't want to. I want him to say something that I agree with, so I don't have to keep on stopping the video. But dude, he's making it seem like one day black people just woke up and was like, you know what? Let's be poor. No, dude. Okay. Yes, the black community has things that we need to work through. We need to grow and change or whatever. Yeah, for real. Yeah, there are things that black people need to work on. Okay, but we can't forget how or why a lot of black people are where they are. Like I said, a lot of these issues are poor issues, and America has historically pushed black people to be poor off rip. Okay, if you go back to slavery, they were erased any ethnic identity, so like any language, and yeah, we got a history. Exactly, any language, any clothing, any foods, any traditions, all that shit was erased over like 250 years or 300 years of slavery and inbreeding and rape and incest, all this bullshit. All that shit is erased, okay? Right? Then you take these people and you go, okay, you know what? Slavery, kind of not okay. Let's stop doing that. What do? You can move on to slavery 2.0, where you start sharecropping. And it's like, okay, well, if you're a slave, right, you obviously have just been freed. You have nowhere to go. You have no land. You have no food. You have no job or whatever. And the slave owner's like, hey, guess what, bro? I know you don't got nowhere to go. If you want, I'll sell you my land. Oh, wait, you don't have any money? Tell you what, you can work on my land, right? And sell whatever it is you grow and then just pay me back over time with interest, of course, which leads to these people being slaves again because, hello, they're working, tilling the land, whatever their farmland, selling fruits, vegetables, cotton, whatever it is, to pay you back for the land that you gave them, right? But the interest rate is way higher than whatever they can, make off of selling their shit. So ultimately, they're locked into this like unlimited loan. It's just slavery 2.0, okay? So they're obviously going to be poor then. It's like, okay, well now we've kind of like outlawed like sharecropping or whatever. Now, we moved into the future. Now we're looking at civil rights. Now we're looking at whatever, right? Redlining and shit, right? Now it's like, okay, well, damn, we got to treat black people like fairly. We got to have them go to our schools and all that shit. Fine, but we're not going to hire them. Fine, we're not going to let them live in like the nice neighborhoods. We're going to push them behind this red line and then push all black people into this poverty by being beyond the red line, and all the white people can be in the nice neighborhoods. And then on top of that, we're going to make property taxes be funded by, we're going to make schools be funded by property taxes, right? So it's like, okay, all the poor neighborhoods are going to have shitty schools because they're funded by the property taxes in the poor neighborhoods. So anybody who lives there is going to have a shitty education, and then they're going to just keep on being poor because they can't use education to their advantage to get out of the shitty neighborhoods. So now they're going to be poor and for generations and generations, right? So then it's like, okay, well, if you're forced into a corner, if you're poor, if you have no options, if you have no access to money, opportunities, whatever, exactly, yeah. Like if you don't have any access to any of these things, what are you going to do? You're going to turn to not so savory shit. You're going to start doing crime. You're going to start doing fucked up shit, right? And then since you're living in such a shitty environment all the time, what else happens, right? You want to escape. So you start doing what? You start doing drugs, start smoking weed, you start doing crack when they introduce crack into the day. There's all these things, the history, and for generations, people are born into this exact same cycle over and over and over. Just told you about that. Yeah, exactly. They're born into this cycle over and over and over. And a lot of people get trapped in that cycle and they see no way out. They see no escape. They see no hope or whatever. And they end up fucking doing the poor people shit. You know what I'm saying? So this dude to be like, black people are like this because they put themselves there. Dog, do you not know any history about your own people? Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't have to be from Chicago to know what it's like to be living in these fucked up neighborhoods and know your own history, dog. Like this is the part that bothers me the most. What he should be, bro's white. Hey, like he could have been, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was born outside of what we're talking about. And to a certain extent, I wouldn't even necessarily like be too harsh on him for having the beliefs that he does, because like if you don't know this stuff, especially like, for example, like white people or people who don't live the experience, right? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. Like, if you don't know this stuff, You can look on TV, look on the news, or see how black people are, are kind of whatever, and you can be like, damn, bro, black people are bugging. Why are they like this? They're just bad. They're just this and that, whatever. I can totally understand, thinking like that if you don't have any of the knowledge, right? Which is why, like, when a lot of white people are racist or whatever, I don't believe that they're evil. I just believe that they're super ignorant, and I feel bad for them. Okay, but for this dude to be black and not know his history to the point where he's saying these things, it's like, it's mad. It honestly is disappointing, bro. Because I don't want to see, like, I'm clowning on this dude with his big ass forehead and his fucking annoying ass voice and all that shit. But, like, I don't want to see my niggas lose, bro. I don't want to see my people losing and being bad. I want to see my people do good. I want to root for this dude, man. Chicago. I want to root. I want him to do well. I want all my people to do well. I want to see all my people succeed. So I'm clowning on him, but at the same time, it's just disappointing. It's like, bro, like, you made this video and you don't know your history, bro. Like, come on, man. You're making it harder for us. You're pushing us further back with this kind of comments, bro. Like, but hey, it is what it is, man. Like, I pray for this dude. No, I don't. I'm not religious. I don't know why I said that. I hope he ends up being better. I don't know, man.
Self-isolation. We live in this free country, but our mindset is still locked down. Myself and countless other black people were told, you're talking white. Why are you listening to white people music?
That's true. I don't like that. That's like the one thing he said probably that's like true. We got to stop clowning each other for like having different interests. People calling you weird and shit for watching anime or wanting to skateboard or some shit. We got to stop doing that, all right? I hope he end up being arrested for hugging niggas. Just catch him red-handed hugging niggas.
Eating white people food. This drove me so far into a depression personally because it's like, damn, I'm just never good enough. I'm being told white people are racist and they hate you, but I'm also being told that I'm not.
I can kind of see that, yeah. There is a little bit of push and pull. All right, I'm playing too much. No, you good, bro. There is kind of a little bit of a push and pull. That is one thing that I don't like about the black community. I wish we were more open to different shit. I think we're better about it now, but I remember when I was growing up, because I liked to skateboard when I was growing up, and everybody told me that I was too white or I was being, I wasn't black enough because I like to skateboard and I like to say dude. I was like, yo, dude, and people were like, you just say dude, you're white. I ain't like that shit. But I think people are cool about it now, bro. Like, especially with like RDC World and like a lot of other, like Caleb City, a lot of other like black like creators and shit, like making it cool, or not cool, but like they're basically making it like okay to like watch anime or like be on some different shit. Like I think the black community is a lot better about that now. But I see what he's saying though. I see what he's saying.
Not black enough to hang around the black kids. It's just like, damn, I can't win. We want to be free and accepted so damn bad, but we're the first people to exile and bully anyone that is black for thinking different. Why?
That came from a personal place for him. I could hear it in his voice. He was definitely bullied. I guarantee you.
Are you listening to white people music? Okay, cool. So because I don't want to listen to music,
for real, yeah,
popping, killing people and shaking ass, all of a sudden I'm not black enough and I'm getting exiled.
Yeah, it's so personal. He was about to cry. It's so personal. He's so hurt. Somebody bullied the shit out of this dude. Now, okay, we're putting the pieces together. Okay, guys, we're figuring this shit out. Okay, he was clearly bullied. Look at his forehead. All right, let me stop. I don't want to clown this dude. I want to see him win. Okay, but he's clearly speaking from a very personal place. He definitely did not dodge the bully at the school. Bro head looks like a peanut. Hey, you ever seen the Proud family, those peanut people, bro? If you haven't seen that, look it up. Google like peanut people Proud family. I guarantee you see who he looks like. Wait, I can just do that shit right now. Hold up, bro. Bro. All right. Yo, chill, okay?
The ghetto, and it's gotten to the point where
how did he get to ghetto? What happened?
Enough, and I'm getting exiled. The ghetto, and it's gotten to the point where even Joe Biden recognizes this behavior within the black community.
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
He literally.
Hold on. Together. Hold on. He could be right. Okay, it is possible. He could be right. when he's talking about Joe Biden saying if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. It's possible he could be right. Okay, but at the same time, Joe Biden could be saying, I don't know the context of this. I gotta watch that clip, but Joe Biden could be saying that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black because Trump is anti-black. So if you vote, so you can't be black if you vote for Trump because he hates you. He could be saying that, or he could be saying if you're black, you got to vote for me. He could be saying that too. I don't know. But either way, what is this, dude? Bro driving a car.
If you have any trouble, any doubt thinking about Biden,
bro about to pull up,
then you're not black. He's completely disregarding any black person who's not a Democrat. Why can't black people be Republicans? Why can't?
No, he could. Okay, I don't know. He could be saying that, but he also could be saying that like Trump is anti-black. That's possible. I don't know. It could be saying
black people be independent. Why do we have to stick to the narrative and stick to the script that whoever has laid out for us, and that's just the rule book? Because damn, when I'm looking at the black communities that are predominantly Democrat across our entire nation, it's like, why do we keep voting for the same things time and time again, but then complaining about nothing's ever changing? That's insanity. Insanity is just doing the same thing,
okay,
expecting a different result, but you're not gonna get that.
Voting Democrat isn't if you vote Democrat every time, that doesn't mean you're doing the same thing over and over. That's because there are different candidates. Okay, all right, just want to just throw that out there. It's not actually insanity because people are different approaches. Okay, cool.
Why not try something different? Why is that so bad to do? It's just this monotonous state that we're all in. Just taking everything mainstream media.
I mean, it's kind of true. You know what I mean? A lot of black people push a lot of other black people to be Democrat, but at the same time, though, just because you vote Democrat doesn't mean you're voting the exact same every time. There are different candidates. Okay.
Value in going about our day. And what we fail to realize is that we have all the tools necessary to be the change we wish to see in this nation. We cry and cry for change and progress, all while not changing at all. We just sit there far too often and view ourselves as the victim.
I hate that. I think blood's dumber than me. I hate the whole dude. If you know the history, man, he doesn't know the history. And I'm not saying that the history excuses everything. I'm not saying like, oh, if you know the history, then everything is okay. But at the same time, knowing the history puts it into context. Like, okay, check this out, right? Here at NPC, 100%. Let's say this, if you're at a restaurant, if you're like at a fast food restaurant, right, and some kid walks up to you and just like, not some kid, let's just say like some grown man, right? Some grown man walks up to you and like just bites your arm or some shit. You would probably turn around and be pissed off. Why would you do that? You'd be trying to swing on this dude. Like, you would be pissed off, right? If some grown man just walked up to you and bit you in the arm, you'd be pissed off, right? But if you turned around and that happened and he was standing next to like a person and the person's like, oh, I'm so sorry, he has special needs. He has special needs or whatever. The context will change the way you see that situation completely. Now, are you still hurt because you got bit? Yes. But is your reaction going to be different because you realize that the dude has special needs? Yes, it will be different. You will understand it. So instead of wanting to beat the dude up, you would probably want to be like, oh, help the guy out or whatever it is. Like your reaction is going to be different. That's what I feel like is happening here. Look at this dude looking at me, bro. Why is he looking at me like this? Why? It don't matter how you pause it. He always has some sort of face like this, bro. I wouldn't beat up or oof, yeah. No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's like the context is important, right? That's why when this dude is talking about like, black people are like they're this, they're that, whatever. It's like, yeah, that's true. Okay, black people, we could do better. There are a lot of areas where we can improve. We can probably stop with the gang violence. We can probably stop with the, just all the negative stuff that kind of goes on in our communities. However, if you understand the history, if you understand how we got here, a lot of people do the things that they do because they don't have a choice, or their choices are very limited, right? That's a lot of reasons why people. So a lot of people, I know there's mad people who bang. There's a lot of people who do a bunch of shit that don't want to, but they don't see any other options. So for him to be like making this face, talking about so you want to complain, but like you want to go out and do this or that. Nobody wants to be in the hood, bro. Don't nobody want to live there. Don't nobody wake up and be like, yes, another day in the hood. Don't nobody fucking want to do that, bro. No one's making the choice to be there, bro. Like, what are you talking about? And like, this dude's making it seem like as a like if we just waking up and like, yeah, this is what I want to be on today. No, bro. A lot of people feel like they don't have a choice, they don't have an option. And he would understand that if you have the history, if you have the context. And if you have the context, you will approach the situation way different. His video could be the same exact video, but if he had the context, it would come off as, hey guys, I understand that things are fucked up. Come on, let's try to work harder. As opposed to, hey, black people suck. Am I right, white people? High five. Like, nah. Like, I hope this dude improves. I hope he does better. Yeah, he's talking out. He's taking out all the reasons why people fall into crime. Exactly, bro. It's like that's what I was saying before, bro. It's like there's the why and then there's the what. You look at statistics, right? It's like, okay, this looks bad, and then you jump to some wild conclusion like, okay, crime, they're black, because they're black, crime. It's like, no, bro. You got to look at all of the qualitative reasons why a group of people might behave a certain way or what things might happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mentality. It is time to stop blaming everyone else but ourselves.
Gotcha. All right, word, bro.
In our actions. I damn sure can't help with someone does.
All right, peace. Hey, remember what I said? Go be great, dog. I believe in you.
This racism, that enough. I promise you, the second you start focusing on yourself, your goals, your dreams, tunnel vision, and move forward, the life will progress for you and the happier you will be.
He said something good for the first. Yo, let's go. He said something good for the first time. Yes, bro. It's not easy. It's never easy. I get it. But if you focus on yourself, you work hard, you grind, it is possible. Thank you for saying one thing that I could just agree with unironically. Let's go, Amir. Good job. Jesus.
I could have easily sat back and accepted this narrative that yes, black people will always be behind and white people will always be ahead of me. That is because I didn't have a father in my life. That is because 400 years of slavery and oppression.
Okay.
Because the white man's always ahead of me.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Go to the best school.
Okay.
Everything else except for me. It can be so easy to throw in the towel, allow yourself to do that. The solution.
Ooh, he's gonna say the solution. He's gonna say the solution. Okay, this is gonna be juicy, guys. All right, the solution. He's got an answer. Okay, I know he's been condescending. He's been kind of shitting on black people for this whole video. However, he has a solution. Okay, let's. Fingers crossed. I'm rooting for this dude so much. Please have a good solution. Please, please. Let's see what he's got to say. Let's go.
Have got to be the change we wish to see. Generational wealth this, generational wealth that.
What a strange ad, right?
That wealth. This year in 2023 is the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and there's nothing to show for it.
Hip-hop has been around for 50 years. Not a single hospital, not a single school, not a single bank.
I don't know if that's true, though. If you look at philanthropy, philanthropic endeavors by rappers, Jay-Z, Beyonce, I don't know if you count it as a rapper, but even Bloodhound was saying that like King Von went back to his block and like gave out money. I don't know if you can actually say, I don't know what philanthropic Jesus Christ endeavors that rappers have like gone through over the 50 years, but to say that nothing's come of it, I could be wrong, but that sounds not true. I've never heard of this website, so just take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But Chance the Rapper, I know he's done some stuff. Let's see, $1 million to Chicago public schools. This dude, the first thing he said was no school, not a single school. Chance gave $1 million to a Chicago public school, assuming that this article is correct. That's already. Oh yeah, J. Cole. What has he done? Youth basketball coach. Okay. Oh, his own foundation, which helps everything from hurricane relief to getting school supplies. Yeah, like what is he talking about? Missy Elliott. Also stood. Okay, Missy Elliott standing for causes she believes in since early in her career when she had her live debut at all female Lilith Fair, along with AIDS survivors. Okay. Donated proceeds from her misdemeanor lipstick to break the cycle of domestic violence. Yeah, what is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. What's Drake done? $1 million to LeBron James. I promise school. Yeah, like What does he mean? Not a single school, not a single whatever.
Not a single supermarket, not a single distribution company. How can we
What is he talking about?
blessing to the black community when that type of money being made off of our culture and the community doesn't benefit from it?
What is he? I'm sorry. I wonder why the guy in the video doesn't want to bring up the good role models like Chance the Rapper and Tyler the Creator. Exactly. I don't like. That's the thing. It's like I thought that he was going with a I thought he was going with like a compliment sandwich thing, kind of. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't understand. He's not talking about any of the things that yeah, he's not talking about like any of the things that are good. He's not talking about like the charities that we just took 1 second to Google. What is this dude talking about? I don't get it, but like it just really feels bad faith now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Whatever, man. Let's just see. Like let's see if he's going somewhere. Please, dude. I have faith in you, Amir. Come on.
We've accomplished so much as black people, have become so rich, and where is these investments at? Why is our community still like this?
Did you do any research? I googled I literally just googled like the first result. We saw J. Cole, Chance the Rapper, Drake, Missy Elliott, and that was like just who I saw. What are you talking about, buddy?
It's because of the culture and how things are progressing, and no one's really trying to change it.
And I really hate to be that guy. I'm curious though. He has a YouTube channel. Is he doing well? 128,000 subscribers. I don't know what it means to do well on YouTube, but I'm curious if he's doing well on YouTube. And he's talking about how these rappers don't give back to the black community. You know what? I'm not gonna go that route. That's not fair. I don't know. I hate to do the well. If you're not doing it, you know, I hate to do that. But like, I'm just curious to see like what his efforts are. Guy thinks throwing money around will fix everything. Yes, doesn't he, dude? There's way more. There's the problems are like on a foundational level. Okay, like. I don't know why this dude and what's this dude's name? I think it's yeah, this dude is crazy as shit too. Isn't that Tariq Nasheed? No, that's not Tariq Nasheed. No, it's not. What's that dude's name? I'm racist. Oops. I just confused two black people. I know that I forgot that dude's name though. But this dude says a lot of crazy shit. It helps but doesn't solve the issue. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know why this dude thinks, "Oh, black people are doing well, throw money at it." That's how that's going to be our solution. Like this is the solution part, and he's talking about just throwing money at black people. I don't know about that, but we still got what is it, like 3 minutes? He could say something good here, okay? But this guy's crazy though. This dude says that like white people are like subhuman and shit like that. This dude's wild, all right? I would not be quoting this dude trying to make a good point.
Sure. And the community doesn't benefit from it at all.
We've accomplished so much as black people, have become so rich, and where is these investments at? Why is our community still like this? It's because of the culture and how things are progressing, and no one's really trying to change it. We have to remember we are.
Hold on, I wouldn't say that, right?
Ancestors' dream. I am my ancestors' dream, and you got me figgity up. If you really want me to sit here and sit back and think that I'm living in the same America that my ancestors are living in, let alone my grandparents were living in. This is a different time, new era, and it is the best time for any black person to
No. I think here's the thing, okay? When he talks about black people, right? When he's talking about crime, this, that, the riot, all the bullshit, he's talking about specific black people, and he's specifically talking about poor black people. Did he just turn into Quagmire? I know, right? He's giggity. Yeah. It's funny because he's talking specifically about poor black people, because wealthy black people or like upper middle class black people, he's not talking about them because they don't fall into the category that he's creating here, okay? So it's interesting that he would be hyper focused on like the poorest of the poor black people, and then say, you don't have to be that way. It's the land of opportunity. We could, like, it's the best time to be black. It's the best time to be black for me, Okay? And for other folks that are like upper middle class that are black, it's not a good time to be poor black. It's never a good time to be poor black. And that's exactly who he's talking about. He's talking about these people who are in these situations because they feel like they have no options, they have no opportunities, they don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? If it would be a one thing if it was like people like me and other people that are like have actually made it away from these poor neighborhoods and to start to, you know, build their lives and, you know, build generational wealth for their children and whatever the fuck. It'd be different if he was talking about people like us. However, he's not. He's specifically showing videos of like the poorest, most like, you know, like bad neighborhoods. He's showing like the poorest neighborhoods possible, okay? The worst shit. And then he's following up with you know, he's following up with like, yep, so black people do better. It's like, dude, you're talking to a specific group of black people, and these guys, they need more than you just saying, it's your fault, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, and rappers give them money. It's the solution is way more complex than that. I don't know why this dude is like not understanding what he's doing, but yeah, whatever. Like, he can still bring it on. I have faith. He could say something of substance. He said one good thing, which is you choose your path. You can choose to do better or whatever. But let's see if he, you know,
to really go after it and prosper in this nation. Oprah, Michael Jordan, Tyler Perry, Jay-Z, Ye. There are far too many people that we have seen make something out of nothing and have just blown up and became billionaires in this nation. And don't get me wrong, I've talked a lot in this video. I'm not saying disparity.
Okay.
I'm not saying black people have it 100% easy and it's going to be.
Okay.
No, I'm not trying to say that.
Okay.
What I am saying is that we all have the opportunity to become who we want to be, and it's not always the white man this, white man that. No,
okay.
Black American, you can get up and do anything you wish to do. It ain't gonna.
Okay. I can respect it. I'm glad he said something like that. I can respect it. I wish that was the energy he had the whole time. I can respect that last part there. It's not easy. Nothing worth it ever is. But we all do have choices, and we all can do what we can do. I wish there was a little bit more empathy from this dude. But the last thing that he said was, it was kind of, you know, I'm trying my best to have the best faith here. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go.
I will overcome any disparity, any racism, anything that's thrown my way, because that can shut down Amir Odom. And the same can be said for you. Because I know I'm still black. To this day, I still get profiled. I still deal with racism. I still deal with all these prejudices. They're there.
All these prejudices.
And all those billionaires I just named, they talk about it too. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh my gosh, all these black people are billionaires and they're amazing. But
okay.
Neglect the struggles that they.
Why couldn't he have had that message the whole time? That's what I mean. He just instead put down people that are low. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, bro, like when I first saw this, because like I said, I watched like the first 10 minutes of the video or 10 seconds of the video, and I was like, okay, I'm saving this to react on stream later. And it's like, yeah, bro, like if I wish he could have had that same energy the whole time. But like he spent like the first, what is this, like 17 minutes? Yeah, he spent the whole like 90% of the video just shitting on poor black people and saying that like, yeah, you guys fucking suck. Like that's who are you helping with that, man? You should have had this energy the whole time. But he's clearly, I don't know. I feel like it's personal for him. It looked like he got bullied and shit. I don't fucking know, man.
They talk about all the time. They've gone through hell and back in this nation, and so can we. Ultimately, there are a ton of things that the black community needs to address and get in order.
True.
In this nation.
True.
Not as bad as we make it out to be, and there's a lot of change.
True.
If we actually start to sit down, have more conversations, and really address all the things that I outlined in this video regarding the black community, the culture, and how we live our daily lives, I think there would be tons of progress made within.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
That being said, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If it resonates,
okay. Or you think someone would... Tough watch. But I do think, yeah, he had. It was a little bit of something there. I think he had like overall, it was a decent message, poorly executed